All right, so lastly, the last thing I got on my list here, the number one that I think is the hardest is you have to be on top of your fitness, guys. Fitness is number one. It's the hardest. It's the hardest. That's why I have it at the hardest to, for most men to start. It's hard. And see, that's the thing is when it comes to this fitness stuff, the reason why it's so hard is because, hygiene you could kind of control. Brush your teeth, get some chapstick, right? Like that's easy. That's child's play. You master that, cool. You get to haircuts. All right, you need some money to get haircuts. Unless you cutting your own hair. But number one is getting your butt in that gym. That is the hardest thing. On my fitness journey, I used to, when I got in shape, I started training people. And the hardest thing in the world is trying to get people to come to the gym or lose weight or eat right. Because fitness isn't just about working out, it's about your diet. And when I say diet, I don't mean you're eating chicken salads all day. Like, that's cool if you want to do that, but as long as you cutting your calories down, you're in a deficit, and you're not just stuffing your face with junk food all day long and drinking just nothing but sugar, you're drinking your water and stuff. To me, I see a lot of men struggling with that, like bad, like it's bad. And they always try to tell me, Brandon, how did you do it? How did you just start and just stick to it? Like, what's the secret sauce? And it's funny because a lot of people think there's a secret sauce to this. All you really have to do is, I call it it's my double standard, right? Number one, you need to be disciplined. You need to be disciplined with your workouts. You need to be disciplined with what you put in your mouth, the food you eat, what you drink all day. You do those two, it's at least a good start to build that momentum up. You need to have a good workout plan. You need to plan your week out, right? Now for me, I'll see if I could put a picture on the screen of how I currently look. Um, for me, I like the lean, bulky look. You know, I've done the whole bulking. I've done cutting. Um, I've been on my gym journey for about a good, just about 4 years now. And the only thing I really haven't done is probably compete in a show. But I feel like lately my cut has been going good. Um, my stomach is starting to, be a little bit more developed. But all it is I like to do bodybuilding workouts. That's just me. That doesn't mean you have to, but I just think people just need to start. Us problem with most men is we get comfortable. We think, being fat or having a dad bod is in style. I don't know why people think that. Even some of my coworkers try to debate me on that. Oh, dad bod. Girls love dad bods. Okay. Yeah, okay. It sounds good. They might tell you that so that way, the reason why females tell you that is so that way you don't surpass them. You don't become, him. You don't become Himothy Neutron. Because women know if they can just keep you fat and keep you in that dad bod mode, one, it's all about competition. They don't want the competition anxiety. Because if they see you starting to get in shape, even just a little bit, they have to throw you off. They have to oh my god, like, do you really have to go to the gym today? Let's just watch a movie. Let's just cuddle. Let's just eat. Like, They'll throw you back off, and then now you're back in the cycle of like, dang, like I went 2 days in a row, and then now she's really trying to feed me more, and like then I rested, and then now you fell off for the week. And this is where you guys have to be disciplined at. You have to be disciplined. There's nothing wrong with getting in shape. Now, you don't have to get in, bodybuilding status and be all freaking super big, but you should at least be at zero to least to start off with, 0 to at least 15% body fat. You really want to be 0 to 10, even 12. But if you could at least start there, 0 to 15% body fat. And all it is you have to control what you're eating. And not only do you have to control what you're eating, you need to be moving throughout the day. How can you guys just be obese? You're just overweight. And for some of the guys who you're too skinny. Like you to the skinny guys is like I could pick you up and throw you over a fence. Like, you guys need to get in shape. Whether you're big or whether you're skinny, you need to be in a decent shape. To me, most men, I think a good weight wise should be 180 to 200 pounds, depending on your size. But I just think if you're in that range and you got a muscular build, you're going to look like a beast. Last year I bulked up to almost 230 pounds. I went a little crazy after Christmas time, and I started having fun with my bulk because I knew I was going to cut it down. And right now I'm currently at 203, and during the summer I was at 215. And something just told me, like, you know what, I've been cooking my food more. Like, I've been really locking in with what I put in my mouth, and the results are showing. My abs are coming in. I've always been strong. I used to play football in high school and all my life, so I always knew how to work out, and I was always pretty much lean, especially in high school. I only weighed like 160 at that. But the main thing I'm trying to tell you guys is, look, if you guys can at least control what you eat, be at a calorie deficit. You don't have to starve yourself all day. Don't get it twisted now. You don't have to eat just one meal and just suffer all day long. You can eat throughout the day, just portion it right. Don't get all crazy with it. Don't be eating, just control it. Stay away from the sugary stuff, honey buns and donuts, and it's trash, candy, chips, just like today, I almost folded today. I walked past the vending machine at my job, and they had some honey buns in there. I'm like, dang. Something just told me, look, you've been locked in, Brandon. You've been locked in. Don't fold. You had your meal prep this morning. Like, just get home. Don't just ignore it. Just ignore it. And I ignored it. I didn't eat it. If this had been maybe 3 months ago, I would have tore that honey bun up. I would have folded. And this is where I'm trying to tell you guys, if you guys can master on being consistent, whether it's, I go to the gym before my work shift. So I'm at the gym at 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. and I have work at 6 a.m. Some people call me crazy, but I'm there 4 to 5 days a week. And you guys should be too. You guys should at least be working out 4 to 5 days. At least, minimum, 4 to 5 days. And obviously once I go to work, I come home and I try to make some content, and I just try to better my life, right? Got all the time in the world, and, us men, we really need to lock in. Leave these girls alone. They're going to be at the finish line. And that's if you even put the work in. That's crazy, huh? If we would just literally lock in, the girls will be at the finish line. Literally. But that's the thing, guys. At the end of the day, we got to do better, and we have to at least be consistent on our life. Everything we say we're gonna do, mean it and do it. But at the end of the day, those are my top 3 on what I think men could do on, improving their looks. Hygiene, haircuts, and last but not least, fitness. You guys could at least start with those 3. I promise you. I promise you. Just take it day by day. Work on your hygiene. Get a haircut. And then last but not least, fitness. Sign up to your local gym. Planet Fitness, freaking EOS. That's where I go to. And really just try to dial all that in and take it day by day. You guys do that, you'll be on the right track. And the girl you want, they're going to come. They're going to start seeing you like, dang, like he looking good. Hygiene, he smell good. His lips ain't chapped. He got a haircut and his body's coming together. Believe me, guys, like these women, they're going to fold. But, that's the video for today. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. This is my first video, so I'm going to really stick to this and I'm going to be consistent and I'm going to try to post every day. Once I get a good enough videos created, I'm going to start posting every day and hopefully I can help you guys out. I'm gone.